You know what? I act like I've never done this before. Okay, we should be live now on YouTube. Guys, as you see, this is kind of brand new. You can see in the truck here, you have the pink fertilizer is actually potash, and the darker colored fertilizer is called DAP. I know there's a bigger, longer name for it here in this map, but it's DAP is what we've always called it in the industry. I'm going to try to adjust my mic real quick because I don't think it's at the right level. It's not. I didn't sound right. Every time you mute a mic when you have a Go XLR, it actually when you turn it back up or back on, it turns the volume down. So we had I did spread a little bit off. I will say this, these fields are hungry. They're taking a lot of fertilizer. I got to manually shift this into gears to keep some speed up and running. But we did kind of get started. When we go down and pick up fertilizer, it'll be blended and everything's going out right. Now we're not putting any nitrogen. It didn't turn on. We're not putting any nitrogen down right now, and you got to remember at this point in the game there is no precision farming in Stitzer, so we're 100% just throwing her out there. And I was sure there was a way that we could turn the amount of fertilizer going out there down, and you can't. At least not that I could figure out. We'll get that off the screen for you. But this field here, the blend that we got in it, this field here is going to be going to, this in here would be going to corn. We got a lot of, I'm not going to set and fertilize the whole farm tonight. I'm going to end up going back and doing some baling, doing some raking, seeing what we can do there. We got that back field ready to go. Front field still needs another month of growth yet. I did find an issue on the map. I didn't notice it till today, and Smethwick said he saw it last night. But if you look at the bale barn, the bales are sticking right out the roof. You talk about stacking them high, they did. They put them right through the ceiling of the building. So I'm not sure when MRG does this update and gets precision in here. I'm not positive of how you blend the fertilizer. I'm assuming that's going to be in the update when it comes down, because I don't see a way to do it in game right now. You just basically go down there, you pull under, you get your fertilizer, and you go. But we'll need to fertilize. We'll also need to lime all of these acres. I don't know if the blending portion is not going to work. We'll probably knock out maybe a couple of semi-loads, but then from there we'll probably just go through the co-op and pay them to come down here and spread the fertilizer. Get it done a little faster than what we're able to here with this buggy. I've actually spread quite a few acres with a buggy. A lot of growers still like to do it to this day because it gives them the ability to get across their acres, see exactly what they've got going on, look for any tile blowouts, anything that could happen. I'm also not 100% sure, but we've got like tire marks all the way around the border of this field, and I don't know, maybe when we came out and started working it, we used a different tractor and that caused it. I'm not positive. I don't know if we get up here to get I'm gonna top the buggy off, but I'll take a look at the map, see if it actually shows us the lines we've got in there. I'm actually pretty excited to get you guys back and show you the Come on, Bessie. And for some reason, you got to be in the truck to get it to start emptying. So back in the tractor we go. Let me see on the map if there's any chance at all it'll show us. See if it'll show us exactly where the field breaks are we put in. Yeah, it don't show yet. So basically up in here, it cuts off, and this is a field. There's another field right in here. There's another one. I'm sorry, my mouse is in the wrong spot. Here is field. This is a field. There's one more that comes back here. There's one that comes in here and one that's up here. All of this back here is in a field all on its own. And then up here we have a line right off of this point, comes all the way across. This is a field, and then up front it's split down the middle, and there's two fields right here. So that's what we got. I'm actually gonna skip that corner field, and we're gonna bounce the. Oh, come on, Bessie! Turn it too sharp. This fertilizer buggy's ours. It's not owned by the co-op. I really don't want to break it. Wow. I am not going to be able to see. I'm not going to be able to see what I have done and what I haven't. Wow. That was kind of unplanned. When you start putting phosphate in one of the bins of the semi, you can't blend potash in with it. Does not work. What's it do here on this ground? It's not changing that ground either. So apparently until he gets the update done, we're probably gonna focus a little more on the potash side of things. But until I run this whole buggy off, I can't put potash in it. I wonder why it showed up fine in that other field. That makes no sense to me. We're starting to see it in spots here. Man, this ain't making any sense at all. So it has to be the equipment that we ran through. That's got to be where the tires went. That's the only explanation I have for why it's doing what it's doing. We're just gonna make this field a pain in the butt to try to spread. This field was ran that way right there. That's exactly what it is. Hey, I thought I fixed that right there. Apparently I missed a spot. When we put these lanes in, I apparently missed one. I'll have to go back and do. Somebody's going to come in. They're going to know why I'm tiger striping a daggone field. This looks dumb. This looks dumb. is there anything on this map so right here is part of our problem. This is what we just fertilized, so we're just getting our second pass in here. So maybe I need to look at the map, and maybe I should come back here and run this all north and south and do all of it. I've got some to do right here. I have some to do right here. This entire front needs done. This is making a lot more sense now of why we're seeing what we're seeing. There's no sense for me to even be spreading right here. I wish it would show me that down here on the mini map. Makes a little more sense once you see it, doesn't it? I don't think I can, I think I still got a hopper and a half. I cannot wait for him to get the precision added to this. Give us the ability to blend the fertilizer. You know, if I use the right button, I can actually get in. Okay, so we have a chunk. And it's going to be right up here where the grass lane was. Makes a little more sense now. Now we should only go up here so far, and there'll be basically a cutoff there. We'll see it angling from the right to the left. And that's probably the cutoff right there. I'll bet we knock this little corner out here and we're solid blue, which I've ran precision for so daggone long that I honestly don't think about the fact that you have two passes. Oh, we're getting a little wide over here. Or if this could be considered precision. The way I'm driving this tractor, I wonder if it could be considered I'm driving drunk. That's a possibility. We ran through, I really wanted to use my Kill Brothers seed wagon, and we learned the hard way that simply it's not registering. It's not going to work. Okay, so now if I pull this up, I'm going to bet this whole corner's done. It says I've got a couple spots right here I've missed. So basically right off the corner and right there. That off the corner's been done. So we're not going to be able to do them right now. We know for a fact that basically everything right there on the right side of the main lane here, every bit of that's going to need done. I know I can't empty the phosphates that's there, so we're going to go this route. This looks a heck of a lot better. To you guys in chat, we have not run non-precision in so long, I totally forgot about the dark blue and the light blue. Thought never crossed my mind. Just got so daggone comfortable with this, we don't look the other direction. This hiding on the tube is sneaky. Nah, I'm not being sneaky. I did quite a bit of work on this today. Kind of getting the farm a little bit further, and I'm gonna put some hours in and see what I can do here. How are you doing tonight, Mr. Red? I can't remember the last time I ran without precision. So MRG is going to add precision to this map, but when he adds precision, I don't know exactly what that entails. I don't know if that's where the blending of fertilizer will come into play, because I'll be honest, I'm really excited about being able to see the fertilizer blended together. I'd love it if I can go up there and say, hey, I want a blend that's 2/3 potash, 1/3 DAP, and poof, hit a couple magic buttons and it comes out. Looky there was a reindeer. I don't know if y'all saw that. From the bird's eye view, we about got us some air venison. That was a sad joke, wasn't it? Just tell me. That was sad. What in the heck are you thinking? Been working on a GFX job, a graphics job. Do I dare ask what you've been working on? I doubt 13% gets me back to the wagon, but damn, that kind of makes me feel bad, Eager. Here, I thought you liked me. I thought we were friends. Ain't quite gonna make it. Did get enough time there to sneak me a water. I'm all over the place here. Logo for a company. Gotcha. Who told me what? that you like me. I guess I was kind of hoping. So you can see in the trailer we're about out of the DAP. The DAP's going to be that gray white color that's there, and then the pink is potash. We're going to burn this out real quick. We'll probably grab one more truck. So I'm going to run out of DAP here, and it will not allow me to mix potash in. If I hit this button to go to the next hopper, potash will not go in. So this would be a straight rate. We'd be looking at a VRA bin of some sort. I don't know whether I keep going on this field or I probably should. Love the eyeballs. Just something about eager and eyeballs. They just go together. I'd say we'll have enough in this semi. We'll get this one here done, and I'd like to get that gap over there done. No sense of throwing out. No, really, I said stop. No sense of throwing out any right there. Oh, all kinds of eyeballs. They love you, Eager. Well, I'll tell you what, every implement in that we've played with on this map has pulled really hard. There's something in here that the hills have these things dragging back. Can't get away from the effing eyeballs. They love you, buddy. Them eyeballs love you. Was a 56 when we started. I'm gonna pop back here. I didn't mean for that to happen. So we are oh, we're gonna get into that over here too. I'd like to come back and get this knocked out. This right here we cannot do right now. It just will not let us knock it out. But we should be able to get this all colored in and do what we can here. This is what I'm going to work on for now. We got a patch over here I wouldn't mind touching base with. I'd say I could make another round. I know what love is. I understand. There's a lot of acres here. In this semi here, I got another full buggy and then a half of another one. And when we go fill that next semi, it's going to be all potash. We're just going to throw potash, make it easier. We're going to make the assumption it's a blend. It's just heavy on the potash side, which in real life, that's what we'd do. We'd be a little live that way, or be a little heavy that way. Looky who it is on the red side. What's the red side? You mean on the red tractor? How are you doing, Tony? On YouTube, I can pull all 65 inches of TV. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Let's not get crazy. We are definitely not going to make it to the front. If I go one more down here, will it show me? It will not show me. YouTube is red, Twitch is purple. I, believe it or not, I didn't know that, Tony. I, honest to God, did not know that. So I think we had just a little bit of DAP left. So we're just going to get a little bit in the buggy and go out and blow it off, and then we'll have to go back up and get potash. I know we had a heck of a time the other night finding the triggers on the bale barn to be able to pull bales out. We have found them. They are definitely there. Oh no, I'm down to straight potash now. So this will be a full buggy. I got about a buggy and a half load right here. So let's pop on here. I prefer the Sky Blue Pink app. And exactly what is the Sky Blue Pink app? So I don't know. Maybe half of this buggy and then half of another one. The only goats. Gotcha. If useful, you don't have. If useful, if you dual stream, since you can't promote the other to say red or purple. Gotcha. Well, so I as of now I've got no intent on dual streaming. I'm going to stick with my Monday, Wednesday, and Fridays as I always would. But I've thought hard on maybe the Saturday morning deal. Maybe dual streaming that. I think that would be fun. I'm gonna go back and see if I can't get this back here knocked out. And we mowed the whole lane down here, but then when we put the dividers in the fields, we kind of got out in there. So how's that only goats working out for you there, buddy? Hey, get on the lane. Not very well. So now it should be right in here. It is. It looks like it's right up to the corner there. And we're just gonna start heading back that direction and hope we can get it all. Yeah, see, every time I take off, this thing does not want to come out of second gear. It's actually called high 2. So we're in high range second gear. So I got no speed, no nothing going there. I love how you even have a pink tint for the fertilizer coming out the rear end of this. So there's an imaginary line right there. And we're just going to keep chasing that line. The waterway shot out in here. Whoop, 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 whoop. The waterway shot out in here, and we didn't really, I didn't feel we needed the waterway. Yep, we're still going. I didn't feel we needed the waterway here. It didn't look like a normal waterway area to me. So we peeled her out. Oh lordy, I see where we're at and what we did. I foobarred. Let's make sure this is actually making a difference. Yeah, I missed a big chunk up there, plus there's a spot behind me. You know me and my daggone OCD. Okay, there's that spot. It's gonna be the most jacked up fertilizer spreading job I've ever done in my life. Okay, we got one spot up there, and so I think maybe we go out right up in here, is my guess. There's going to be a spot right here. And there's a spot ahead of me right up there to my left a little bit. Okay, so it's going to be right there on that corner. And then we should have this whole field done then. We're back over here. And I'm not intending on doing all the fertilizing tonight. And these hills or something else. Which means you'll probably be all the fertilizing done tonight. Well, I may get it done after stream. I'm not going to do it while we're on here. But you are probably correct on that one. Away we go. Look one more time. So we're all good through here. This we can't get. We'll have to do it with a planter or something. We're working our way over here. I don't know if we'll get all of that with what we got in this truck. I'd kind of like to finish this and this. I probably ain't going to get into this back here tonight. That'll happen later. Depending on how much fertilizer we have in the truck will depend on what we do here. We'll probably fill up one more semi and run it out, and once it's ran out, that's where we'll flip over and we'll do some baling. %. I'm not going to make another round, so I'm going to come over here to where we actually ran out before, see if I've got enough to get me from there back to the truck. You will get to see we did get the roads and everything fixed in here. We had a bad foobar in here the other night. I may have pulled a couple too many fences out of Giant's editor, and it didn't turn out real well. High 1, high 2, let's go to high 3. Let's get this thing moving. This thing's got about 120 horsepower, and it's been turned, no, it should be about 130 horsepower, and it's been turned up. It's probably turning 165, 170 with where the fuel screw got turned to. This buggy should be a joke to pull. There shouldn't be anything to it. I'm pretty sure what we got left in the semi will fit in here. I don't know if we go ahead and get the second semi and get it here, or if we decide to spread this off. Stop. Okay, so we're in number 2 now. There's 3, 4, 5, 6, and close. Soccer mom was in a hurry right there. See, I was pretty sure this trailer stuck to the ground pretty good. I'd rather have my Tempty in here, but I guess we didn't really intend on using a tender, and we learned that yeah, we're going to need a tender to get this done. Oh. Now you can get potash in this pink color. You can also get potash white. If it's pink, the analysis is 0060. If it's white, it is 0062. You get a little more potash with that white blend as far as the analysis goes. The white also tends to be a little dustier, so when you're spreading, you get potash dust everywhere. I'm talking you're helping your neighbors out. You're getting them some fertilizer. You got a lot of stuff going on when you do that. Oh, wrong button. And this potash ain't cheap. Oh, Lord have mercy. I really ain't got a... I don't have an easy way to get out of here. They got barricades there. I don't want to try to sneak a semi around there. You only thought you were going to get me. I want some credit. That was a smooth move there to get out of that one. Not happy that he did that to me, so now we got to track him down. Looks like something from the movie Maximum Overdrive. This is going to be bad. Now we go. Go, baby. Go, baby. Yeah, that'll teach you. Pull out in front of me. Who do you think you are? How are you doing, bud? Welcome in. So tonight, as of right now, we've started spreading some fert. We got the fields laid out. 4, 5, 6, 7, 9 or 10 fields is what it boiled down to. But we've got all the fields laid out. I'm gonna run this this truck here. No, I didn't mean to do that. I'm real good with doing that. Probably going to run this semi-load of potash out, and then at that point we'll be flipping over. I've got some grass I got to mow. We got that second field ready to go. Wait to unload. I thought you were done last night and you were heading home. Did I Did I misunderstand that? Yeah, I got this is bad. See, even Gibbs didn't approve of it. Let's get it up here and make it look like we actually have some sort of a clue as to what we're doing. Did you get the map figured out? We did. It's all fixed. Yep, we got it. We actually got quite a bit done here today. Wrong button. Hey, we missed a little bit. What do you think of that? But all that stuff that I foobarred in Giants Editor and took out, it's all back in. Everything is good now. We're cooking with gas. Hey, Twisted Squirrel, how are you doing? So, Twisted Squirrel, that seed wagon I was trying to use is the Kill Brothers auger wagon, and you simply cannot use it in here for that purpose. It simply does not register, is not registering the fertilizer or the seed. So we found another janky, older looking one. I've got it in the shop up there, and it'll work. But that was Thursday night. Holy crap, it's Sunday already? It is Sunday, isn't it? So, Twisted, let me ask you this. Have you found a way at all where you can blend fertilizer? Well, I'm letting you know that Kill Brothers will not work. It will not accept the seed that is used on this map. You can't even buy bags and put them in. You can't do anything. It will not work. So I hate hooking onto the mower with the 1586, but we actually may take 1466 back there. Yeah, Labor Day's next weekend. I haven't gotten that far yet. I'm still plowing fields. So we have everything plowed. We have everything cultivated. And that's why we're just now starting to get this going. I did find DAP. I did find potash. The problem with that is when you go to, you can't blend it, or at least I didn't see a way to blend it. So you end up filling some things with straight potash, some things with straight DAP. But when you get it in the semi, I was hoping that even though it wouldn't be a good blend, but it would be more than just straight potash, I was hoping I could fill half the buggy and then turn around, stop it, and fill the other half the buggy with DAP. And you can't do that. You know, it's just like if you've got a semi that's got 100 bushel of corn in it, and you pull it underneath a spout and you go to fill it, it's just going to fill it with what's already in there. So I don't know if there's enough in this buggy to finish this field or not. I do think the next buggy load we're going to run over there where that tree line was we took out to extend the field. We've got some over there that needs done. We'll go over and get it knocked out. And like I said, I'm not really intending on getting into the stuff in the back tonight. And this is also funny to me. It's been so long since we did not run precision. I'm not used to this 2 states, you know, so this up here I can't get a second state in right now. It's got fertilizer on it. It's just going to have to come at a different time period. But you know, all of this needs a second state. We need a second state here. Finish up here. This right here is also going to come later too. I don't know if we just run fertilizer in the planter. That's an opportunity or an option. I also learned that buying seed corn on this map is not a cheap affair, not for the faint at heart. 1 pallet of corn seeds, $5,000. I grabbed 4 pallets. I have $20,000 in seed corn. I kind of hope that that's enough. He didn't have the fert mixing in yet. I'm looking at his map guide. His map guide? Where did you get a map guide? Are you talking that PDF he sent? Because on that PDF he sent, I didn't see anything about any of that. If you've got a map guide or something that's special, I would definitely appreciate if you could get a picture of it and send it to me in Discord. Because our intent on this map right now is we're going to get everything fertilized that we can. Then we're going to turn around, go back over the top and get the lime on. And then we may come back and hit it with some fertilizer just to get everything to the second state. Everything's done. We're ready to plant. We don't need any fertilizer to plant with. We're good to go. I mean, we'll still throw fertilizer in the planter, but it shouldn't use any the way we're planning on doing it. At least that's what we're hoping. The PDF, and it does mention mixing UAN 32, but didn't plan on having it in the initial release. I'm interested. I guess I'm not interested in so he's calling it 32. Most places don't sell 32 because it freezes. 32 is a bulk product that you're going to buy. You may go and buy 50,000 gallon 32, but what you do when you get it to the plant, you cut it with water and you make it 28, and to this day it makes no sense to me how you take a product that is 32% nitrogen and it freezes. You then add water to it to reduce the rate to 28% nitrogen, and that doesn't freeze. I've never understood that. It is a fact, that's real life. I've never understood that. That doesn't make sense to me. But, you know, so when you're spraying the whole weed and feed thing over corn, there is still a guy or two out here that does it. Most don't. You do have, what else? The liquid potash, which is that K, that one there, I can see that being in a post trip with glyphosate. I am just going to miss the tip there. You have got to be joking. Oh, Lord. But I can see that as a thing because that's basically foliar feeds, what that is. I'm not sure what company it came from. Every company out there's got their own generic version of it. Guys, by chance, can someone tell me, does it still say that I'm on Farm Sim 17 or 15 or something different? I'm going to have to find a way to change that. That's ridiculous. Now it doesn't say at all? Huh. Not saying anything about Farm Sim. I'm gonna knock this little spot out back here first. I really hope we don't have too much potash bought here. Just has the title. That tractor seems to be bouncing really strange. I've never seen that tractor do that before. Uh, 30 or even 28 now. This is done to prevent crystallization salting out, and solution will salt out at 32, but diluting it to 30% nitrogen will lower the salting out temperature 15 degrees and further delaying 28 minutes, down to 1. Well, I'll be honest with you, we've had tanks of 28 sitting outside at 10 below, and never had an issue. You know, they're calling it salting out. So if you get a tank of 32% and it salts out, you basically, well, I hate, honestly, exactly what it says. It salts out, and you don't have, you would have to blend and blend and blend and blend and blend, and I'm not guaranteeing that you're going to get it all back in suspension again. But that definitely is a fact. So now I got to figure out where this is at. We're going to start right here. And it definitely was not there. Okay, we're not going to sit here and waste a whole buggy load of fertilizer. Holy crap, I am way off. It's way up here. I was curious myself. That's why I thought I'd share. Nah, good deal. I appreciate that. Personally, I think he thinks I was full of crap. He didn't believe me. Ah, that renegade guy has no clue what he's talking about. He said that guy just talks to hear himself talk. Okay, I think I found the right side. Okay, did we get it all right there? We sure did. Looks like there's a little bit right here at the corner. So we can, yeah. Still got 82% in here. And then in this backfield back here where we did do the baling the other day, I actually brought grass clear up here to the edge of this field. So I'd say we'll get a couple more bales each time we actually bale that. What I'm doing is pulling a U-turn. I'm going to set a straight line going east and west right here. I'm going to go over a little further than I need to because I did see that there was some of that field that needed hit. Hopefully I may not have got it there. I may not be over far enough. Oh, this is going to be one of them fields. Well, it is what it is. What I probably ought to do is just hit potash all the way across the front of both fields here. Basically have some end rows done, have them cut in. I get back up to the buggy, I'll go ahead and top off and come back the other way. The intent is these fields here are meant to be ran east and west, so we'll be running them that direction. I didn't think that we could get out here with a combine and get all the way down and back, especially in corn. There's no way, and I don't want to deadhead to the other end and shell back and be at 62%. That tends to be my luck. It's kind of how it works out for me. So what I am doing with this map, I'm kind of playing around a little bit. I'm not going to go full out landscape mode on anything. Because when the beta comes out, we know we're going to need a new game save. I am going to do some things, get some things put in here just to, basically just to get some ideas of what we want to do once the update drops and what have you. I do have some ideas, some things I'd like to do. They got me started last night with the mower, and I told myself I was only going to mow right here around the house, and by the time I got done, the whole daggone farm was mowed. Yeah, well, I think it was Bud Light, you know when to say when, or maybe it was Budweiser that said that. Know when to say when? Well, I don't know when to say when. There was some interesting conversations, and 4:30 in the morning, here we came. That was Smethwick's fault? Was it Smethwick's fault or Schwoke's fault? Normally we just blame Schwoke. Everybody'd believe us if we blame him. Okay, back down here we go. Let's get some more of that potash. We may not run this entire trailer out. That trailer's full. I didn't realize I had that much in there. I remember the goat pushing you on. He did, didn't he? He's like, "Ah, come on, you can do it. Who can do it?" I told him I thought it'd be rough, but nope, he pushed me. He wanted me to do it. Got two puppy dogs. They're both laying in bed, just crashed. Mama had one of her friends come over, and we were going to eat dinner, and she was going to eat dinner with us. So we brought the puppies in here because they love her. When she gets here, they want to jump and jump and jump on her. They love her to death. And we tried to bring them in here so that they wasn't going to attack them. I'm saying attack. They're not going to attack. They're going to love on them. But so Mama put a gate up so that they couldn't get in the living room. Yep, that gate was nothing more than a suggestion. They went through that gate like nothing ever happened. I think I may have had a little bit more here. I could have. Nope, I'm wrong. I wasted all that potash for no reason. It's probably going to take a solid 3 semi-loads to get this first batch down. We're still not going to be totally done. I don't know if... I doubt we can get across this field here. Fortunately, this side over here is all blue. It's good to go. It's going to be interesting when we get to lime. Being lime is just, you're just throwing straight lime down. I think maybe we'll have that, we'll hire that out and have that done rather than to have us do it ourselves. Get a bigger machine in here and what have you, and because I'll be honest, this is time consuming. It would have actually been worse. I got to give Schwope credit. because I wasn't thinking anything at all about having to upshift the tractor. There's a couple of them in the game you got to do that to, and this one I normally don't have to. And I was bopping along 8 mile an hour, and I couldn't get anything else out of it. And I thought, wow, this is going to take all night. And he's like, well, do you need to upshift that? I'm like, no, we've never had that. Look over, and yep, need to upshift that one. Oh well. So I did get, I know when I go live, there's a whole panel there you fill out. You put a lot of stuff in there, and I need to start putting that stuff in there. I'm not 100% sure of what to put in yet. Let's say it that way. So the intent is I've got a kind of a cheat sheet that I can go off of, and I'm going to start looking into it and see if I can't get one together, because I did see in OBS I can actually put it on there and then leave it that way, and then all you have to do is go in and change the title or do something like that. I'll be honest, in all the time I've streamed, I have never done, you know, day 1 this map, day 2 this map, day 3 this is all new. It's a little different, and I'm not looking to run this series and take everybody through every step of everything we do. I just kind of want to hit on the highlights, the more important stuff. You know, we'll go back, we'll do some baling today. I don't know if we try tomorrow or if we wait till Tuesday, but we'll come back, may get some liming done while we're live, and then maybe finish the bales up. But at that point, the next thing we got, we're getting into planting, and you know, I'll be honest, a 6-row planter planting corn in this field here, that's going to take some time. That's not going to be a fast, easy thing to do. .24, I can surely get another round out. I am getting across here fairly well. 2 full buggies and a partial, and we'll be done up front. We'll park the tractor, we'll go back, and we'll get started on getting that grass back there mowed. I'm actually really excited to show you the lane to get back there. I'm not going to say it's the best thing since sliced bread, but I think it turned out decent for the minimal amount of time that went into it. I about finished this field off. With Pioneer seed on this map, you have to use that same plant. What do you mean, that same planter? Twisted, I have a John Deere, let's see here, find my mouse. This planter right here is the bean planter. And when you loaded it, it showed the stitzer beans in it, and this in here showed the stitzer corn. So I think everything's going to be okay. Look at that, we made her. Back up we go for another refill. These here weren't intentionally meant to be wide enough to drive a tractor down. It's just I'm able to. Why not? Yeah, if we can get across this one here, that's where we're going to stop on the fertilizer, because I'm not going to drag it clear back there You know we got a fair amount to do back there. I'm not going to drag it clear back there right now. Got a little bit left in that second hopper. There we go. Hopper 3, hopper 4. So we burn out half the semi-load now. Had a better planter. So I mean, if we were to use a Kinsey, so let's say we use a Kinsey, that we're going to use a 12-row Kinsey to plant beans and corn, similar to the way I do IRL. You can plant all your corn with it. You just have to empty the corn seed out, and then you have to put the bean seed in. I mean, it's pretty slick how he did that. I give him a lot of credit. He put more thought and effort of outside the box items in this map. Don't get me wrong, I've played a lot of amazing maps, but MRG spent a lot of time going above and beyond, in my opinion, on some of the finer aspects of farming, and the map looks good too. You know, you get into a lot of stuff where somebody puts this much time in it, they don't put near as much time into the actual map and how it looks, and then all of a sudden you got a map that looks like crap. This looks good. I like the textures he's got in it. I like the town. I like the dealership. He's got a lot of attention to detail in this map. But this is also the map that, and I'm not picking on anybody, but you get someone that doesn't really understand farming or have that farming background, and the amount of people playing farm sim that truthfully have never been to a farm, never been in a tractor, never done any of this, the number of those folks that play would blow you away. And this isn't going to be near as interesting to them as it is somebody like me, who I sometimes, you know, a farming geek, farming what have you, that, you know, this is the way it is in real life. I need to sit down and actually get a set schedule of when we're going to do this. My guess is here for the first 30 days, we're probably going to go a little overboard. We're going to grind it. We're going to grind it hard. You know, before long, we won't be in here on either channel, because we'll be out in the field and taking care of business out there. And I don't know that the opportunity to dual stream is out there. I don't think I can get that much equipment in a combine and actually make it work. You guys know that when we do go out to farm IRL and we get into beans, I pay attention to chat as far as when I'm dumping and stuff like that, but it's you can't pay attention to chat. You got to look for rocks. We have a boatload of rocks in our area here. You run one of them into the combine and that gets expensive real quick. I think the 1 year total bill from that exact thing happened, and the rock got up in the concaves, and it ripped the concaves. Where you actually adjust the concaves right on the side of the combine, it just peeled that clean off the side of the combine. But I think our total bill there was like 16 grand. So you go into your margin of what you made that year, and you just take $16,000 right off the top of it, and it's like, ouch, that hurts. That hurts bad. All right, I'll go to it. I'm headed to bed for the night. Hey, you have a good one. Thanks, bud. We're probably only going to go at it till, I don't know if we do midnight or do 1. I'm not sure yet. Ain't figured that far ahead. Be honest, I ain't wanting to be up all night tonight. I say that now and at 5 o'clock when I go to bed. So we did 1 round. We did 2 rounds right at 50%. So I mean, we know we're going to get this round in, and should get that 1 more round in. We fill this buggy 1 more time, we should be able to finish this field. We will top the buggy off before we shut the tractor down and move over to the baling, but baling's the thing. So many people on Farm Sim, they do it, they love it, they enjoy it. And anybody out there that knows me, and if you don't know me, I am not, I don't cut grass, I don't bale. It's not a part of the game I've ever done. It's not something I do in real life. We had animals on the farm growing up, and I said when I did start getting ground myself and taking over the farming duties, I wasn't going to have animals. I didn't want to get locked down where, you know, you got to have a right-hand man hired on that is as trustworthy as possible. Because if you decide you and the family want to take a vacation and be gone for 7 days, you're relying on that person to feed and water and take care of, and anything that needs to be done with them animals while you're gone. And something happens and they just decide not to show up for 3 days, that can devastate your animals. And I don't want to be in that position. I did go through MRG's Facebook, kind of the notes on it. There was like 136 comments, something like that on there and most of it, I mean, what he's looking for is he's wanting feedback. Hey, what kind of errors have you found? Different things that he can walk in and do something to and fix them. And so many of the comments was, oh wow, this looks great, best map I've played, and and which them compliments are a big thing to any map maker, to know that people do appreciate the map they put together. But what he's really looking for is feedback. He's put a map out to us that is the quality's amazing, and he wants to know, is there anything I missed? Is there anything that's broken? Let's get it fixed. So that the final product is as best as can be. I fill the buggy up and I can go 4 rounds. So this next fill up will definitely have enough fertilizer for finishing the field out. That right there is all we're down to. We'll get up here and start filling. We'll take a look at the map. Hopefully we don't have all the lines through here too, but if we do, we'll fix them. We'll make everything nice and dark blue when we get ready to, or it'll be dark blue before we plant. See, I would think since I pulled up and still had a little bit of potash in there, this thing would just take off and go, but that ain't how it works. So what does the map say? I see the borders. I don't understand that. A little bit of borders. There we go, we're full. And then we'll have one full buggy load left, and then we'll have a partial in this truck. Puppy was having a nightmare. He had a bad one the other night, and I mean, he was on his side running in place, and she had one the other day. Funny as heck. She was we were out in the living room. She was laying on the living room floor, and she's laying there and she starts growling. Next thing you know, the growl gets a little worse, and then she started barking, and she barked and she woke herself up. She jumps up off the ground like she's in attack mode and just barking. She took off running out of the living room, out in the kitchen, just absolutely raising Cain. It was very funny. I wished I'd had the ability to get that recorded. That opportunity just wasn't there. It happened so daggone fast. Yeah, we got plenty to finish this. Giving the old 1086 its workout. Hey, Mr. Brady, how are you doing, buddy? How was your weekend? Had an amazing weekend myself. Still can't believe Carson went off to college. He just doesn't, it's almost like he can't be old enough to do that yet. You know, you can go out, I don't know what ice melt costs, but you can go out and to a local fertilizer plant, and if you can find you find one that's got bulk potash, and just take 6 or 8 5-gallon buckets out, you can grab bulk potash. I'd say you wouldn't have any more than $20 in that, probably less. And take that home, and when you get icy sidewalks or something like that, you can throw potash down, and it will break the ice up, knock it out. When it's still active, it's still good. rainfall and what have you, it'll start to wash off the driveways and sidewalks and into your yard, and you're basically getting fertilization from it from that. But it works amazing, and it's so much cheaper than your dry, or not dry ice, but your ice melt, and a lot better for the yard and what have you. You know, you figure that ice melt when once the rain washes it, or the snow or the ice you melted washes it off and puts it out and in the yard, that's not near as good. Good. Went to rodeo friend last night. Fun today. Just went to a rodeo. I've never been to a rodeo. I have never ever been to a rodeo. Okay. Will I get that? Oh, by golly, I did not get that hopper empty. We're going to leave that semi running. The tractor will pull up here and kind of out of the way a little bit. And we're going to get ready to mow some grass. Actually, I think I'll shut the truck off too. There ain't no sense leaving it set here running. I believe, yep, right there's the mower. I'm going to give this bad boy a shot. Being we are on a little bit of an embankment here, we're going to put the planter down. Start school on Wednesday for my senior year. I'll be dead honest. Don't push it to have it go through too fast. Enjoy it while you're there, because when you get out in real life, a lot of things changes. You know, it's definitely not even close to the same. You know, Dad always told me you don't know how easy you have it in there, but you do. It's you truly. You got it made right now. And away we go. So coming up here is one of the things I really wanted to show you. It kind of excited me. You know, to get to the fields back here, we had to do a little work going through the woods, and I personally think it come out really, really nice. We have not mowed or raked or baled this backfield yet, so I have no clue what I'm possibly going to get into back there. We're going to go a little bit slower through the woods. I think this turned out really nice. That tree right there is awful low. We start running a combine through here. You know, I wish we could go up and just saw individual branches without taking the whole tree down. You know, your view here is really nice. So now this field here, I guess we do have some up there that we could do if we wanted to, but I think I'm going to let it go and let this here next month. This should be good to go, and then we'll mow this and that up there all together. What I should do is let this go 2 months and get all the grass where it's all done at the same time. Hey, Cowboy Mike's, how are you doing? Here, we'll actually go, we'll go tractor view to bounce through here. But, just a nice little lane to get us back to this back grass field. Man, we're on the side of a hill here, guys. Now I'll be honest, oh, yeah, see, there's so much hill there, it just totally missed that grass right there. I'm not super concerned about getting clear to the very edge, just simply because there's just so much here. You know, them spots are going to kill me. You guys know with my OCD, I'm coming back and getting them. See, she opens up, and we got a pretty good chunk down here, too. Makes for a pretty nice field of grass. Then we come down here and we'll get her all raked. I think the 1206 will work to rake it. Now this is going to be a tight turn right here. Schwoke's sitting there right now and he's just shaking his head going, I don't believe it. I don't believe it. It'll be interesting to see how many bales we get from here. He's, believe it or not, he's in here. He's in chat with us right now. He's got some pain going on, but it sounds like things are coming back together for him, and he is doing better that direction. I believe there is a chance he is going to maybe get released tomorrow. To go home, but he's going to need to be doing some relaxing and that for a few days. He's not just going to, you know, spring chicken it and be back at it like nothing ever happened. That just that's not going to happen. But you know, he'll come back. Wow, I still didn't get that. You know, he's been in good spirits. We sat in here with him last night, late, and just kind of chatted and cut up and had as much fun as you can have sitting in a hospital bed. I'll put it that way. At least that's what we tried to do. And you know, last night he was in good spirits. He's in good spirits today too. I'm probably, this end down here, we're going to get it all knocked out first. And I won't go to the other end. I'll focus on this down here. We'll get this end knocked out, and then we'll get the other end knocked out. I don't think this is as big as that other field. I'm going to guess we may only get 10 or 12 bales off this one. So we may go to the north end of that other one and go ahead and knock it down tonight too. He won't be able to go to work for a bit. I don't know exactly how long. I know that when he does go home, they definitely have him on more meds. He's far from being done with them. But we'll just have to. He'll have to play it by ear, and when he's able and up and able and ready to go back to work, I'm sure he will. I'm sure there in the beginning they're gonna. He's got family, and he's got a fellow that helps him there that will make sure he doesn't overdo it. I don't think he wants to overdo it. I mean, this one rocked him pretty good. Hell, it'd rock anybody. But I figure the only one that 100% knows when he's able to go back to work will be him. And when he knows he's at that point and able, he'll go back. I'll be honest. We ordered a pizza just delivery here tonight, and I thought, man, I've had me a couple of Scooter's pizzas here lately, and I'm ready for another one already. That's a good pizza. I thought it was funny. I was in another stream today on the other side, and now they knew I was there, but I hadn't said anything in probably a half an hour, and all of a sudden Scooter's Pizza came up, and I'm like, what? How did that happen? And it was somebody who made the statement that when he makes it to Ohio, one of the places that he wants to make sure he gets to is Scooter's Pizza. Oh, well, you'll be doing yourself a favor by doing that. I think he said it was a 6.5 hour drive one way to get here. And I said, the only bad thing about it is you're going to realize that I haven't been lying at all, and it is, I always say, Scooter's Pizza, Bettsville, Ohio, best pizza in the world. And he's going to get out there and go, wow, we don't have that local ma and pa place here to compare to that. He had without going into too crazy of detail, he had a boil that needed lanced. And he just went into the ER thinking that he was going in and going to have it lanced and then head home. And they started looking at it and told him, we need to take you to a bigger hospital for surgery. He's like, wait a minute. I'm here to get a boil lanced. What do you mean surgery? They moved him to a bigger hospital, and basically he had emergency surgery because the understanding I have, it went backwards and got into his muscle and was it was a bacterial infection in his muscle, and that can lead to some very, very serious things. So yeah, he had a heck of a time there. I will say, so the boil he had for a day or two, and I'll be honest, we teased him about it because none of us, himself included, thought it was anything, really crazy. And then he gets in there for that, and he's like, and I felt bad. I'm like, oh my God, I've been sitting here teasing him and joking and running and what have you, and he knows I didn't mean anything by it. I wouldn't do that. But when you realize just how serious it could have been, you're like, oh crap. Yeah, here's OCD at its finest. Okay, we got that one. And I know we can get this one. I got some down there in that bottom. We'll probably have to go down and do something to them to get them to work. Can we get this one going this way? We sure can. I could get the baling, I could get the grass and the raking and the baling done a lot faster if I was willing to leave a blade of grass in the field, but my OCD tells me there's grass right there, you got to go get it. I'll wear myself out driving circles here. Hey Max, how are you doing? Boy, sounds like your luck with a COVID test. You know what? That actually, we talked about that. I said, Schwoke, I know exactly what you're talking about. I said I went in to have a COVID test done and got sent to the ER, and I'm like, hey, I'm here for a COVID test. I've been at work all morning. I feel fine, and had Jersey with me in the truck even, and my intent was I was going back to work. I wasn't going anywhere. Sent me to a bigger hospital, have emergency surgery. Like, dude, your appendix burst. I said, what do you mean my appendix burst? When your appendix burst, that's supposed to hurt. You're supposed to feel pain. And I'll be dead honest, I didn't feel pain. You know, I don't know if it's just the way it happened or what, but I didn't feel pain when it happened to me. You know, maybe I was pretty lucky, pretty fortunate that it happened that way. I do know, and I'm not going to say the name of the medicine, but I know that we were talking last night, and Schroek said, yeah, he said, this is what they got me on. Well, I recognized it right away because it's what they put me on when I was down in Columbus, and I'm like, dude, you ain't gonna have no pain. When that gets in there, there is no pain. It's all gone. You know, I know when I had my knee done, I still ain't got that daggone thing. When my knee got done in '97, they had me on a morphine pump, and I just thought, wow, there's nothing like this. I mean, it took the pain away. It was gone. And when I went down for the appendix thing, and I'll tell you, by the time I got to Columbus, I was in pain, bad. And I figured that I was going to get thrown on a morphine pump, and you know, that wasn't the case at all. They gave me this stuff instead, and yeah, there, I finally got that one. Still got two little ones over there to my right, but I think I'm actually longer going the other way. I should be going the other way instead of this way. But they put me on that, and I mean, it wasn't 30 minutes later. I was they still had me in kind of like an inpatient type room. It was not a hospital room yet, and they were going to put me up in a room because they knew I was going to be there for a bit. I had that major infection, and I'm going to say 30 minutes after I took that, my God, I was flying around the room like no other. Yeah, there was no pain anymore. Look at all this. I don't even. You don't understand. My OCD is going ding, 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 ding right now. Oh my God, it's horrible. Trust me, we're going to get them. If I have to landscape them and flatten them out, we're going to get them. We're going to have to get to the time frame that I can put some crops in the ground and start getting some money back. I'm slowly watching that money go down, going, I can't let Schwoke win this. Schwoke thinks I go bankrupt before we get 5 years in. I think we make it. We're going to find out. Hey Chris, how are you doing, buddy? Welcome in. I think I'm going to. I'm that north field, that new north point we put in. I'm going to mow it down too. I got that one. I'm down to that one spot. So we started a kind of a game save off stream. Nobody's ever seen it. No grain bins. A very, very serious challenge. And you know, all old equipment, $1 million in debt. And we had a ball with it. And Schwoke made a comment on that when he's like, you'll never be able to do it. You know, no grain bins. You got to sell that grain right out of the field. You'll never make it. And he jumped on board, and he was ready to go, ready to rock and roll with it. And looky there, we got it all. And this here is kind of doing the same thing for me. It's taking me out of my comfort zone. I mean, I've got to take care of sheep. We are up to 90 sheep now. So I've got to mow and bale and rake and all that stuff. I got to make sure that they've got their straw or their grass, you know. So it's kind of taken me out of my comfort zone. It's kind of an area that I'm not normally in, and I think that's why I'm enjoying this here so much. I truthfully think that's what it is. And hey, Smethwick, if you and Schwoke, if you want to talk in here, you can. I don't mind. And if you want to talk and what have you, you feel free to go where you can do that. It don't matter to me. When I'm done, I'll search you down. I'll find y'all.
I don't know if he's around right now. He might be taking a little break.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't know. Yeah, don't be afraid to talk. You ain't got to sit and type. It's a Sunday night. You go back to work tomorrow. Well, heck, you're going to be going to bed before long anyway.
Yeah, it won't be too much longer. It will be another half hour, 45 minutes.
Yeah, I'm saying that I'm not going to go past 1, and I am aiming for that. But you know, last night we were only gonna mow the front yard. You saw how that worked for me.
Yeah, the night before.
I got to start going to bed before 4 o'clock in the morning. Yeah, this could be the last cut we get all year. I don't know. Yeah, we'll get a couple bales right here. I can tell you this: we won't get to baling. I don't know that we'll get all the raking finished tonight. We'll come back and we'll rake what we can, and we'll call tonight when we need to. And I'm going to have 2 puppies that need to go outside at some point. We may take them outside and then go to bed. I don't know. See if we can get a little sleep one night. Trying not to talk super loud. I don't want to end up waking Mama up. She's got the fair coming up, and there's a lot to do to get ready for that. And I don't know. You know, I've told her I'll help. I'll have to load up on the meds, but I'll go down. I'll do everything I can. It's liable to turn into 10 minutes of busting butt and 5 minutes of setting. You know, but if that's what I'm stuck doing, well, that's what I'll do. We'll get through it. I have a friend put a timer on his PC to save his job and marriage. Put a timer on his PC? Well, but see, Cowboy Mike's, I'm not really in that boat right now, because, You know, in all honesty, my only job right now is based around this PC. So in all honesty, yeah, I did spend some time in here today offline, working to get things ready to go ahead and do this. I actually wanted to go live like 8 o'clock tonight, and it just happened it was 10 o'clock when I got to the point that I was ready to go live. So I think along the side there, I think I could have went in a little more without being crazy. I mean, I don't want to have to go in and dance around a whole bunch of daggone trees, but...
Well, especially once you start raking and baling.
Right. See, and I'll be honest, I don't want to take trees out. I think they look good. But yeah, see, down there it looks like I could have taken another pass and a half out without getting in too close to anything. We'll get a little closer here. We may only go one pass closer, but I actually think that's exactly what I'm going to do. We'll go one pass closer. I do not want to be one of them guys that's mowing my front yard, baling my front yard. Okay, there we go. Shut her down, lift her up. Let's get her folded. I believe I can use the 1206 on the rake. I think it'll pull the rake pretty well. Probably put the 1586 on the baler. And no, I did not, which you knew it, but I did not mulch this here. Or I mulched this, I did not bale it. What's that?
This mower had a mulch setting?
I think it does, but when you buy it, you either buy it as a mulcher or as a mower. And rather than to have one of these that mulches and one that mows and not knowing for sure which is which, that's the reason I bought this other one up here in the end of this barn, that it mulches and mulches only. Okay, for right now, I got to pull the baler out of back there. So let's come over here. Let's get in the 1586. Hey, Batman, how are you doing, buddy? What's all this? You mean the fact that we're the fact that we're actually A, we've got animals. B, we're baling. C, my pickup truck's a dually. Yeah, I'll tell you what, you talk about taking a man out of his comfort zone, it's done it. Big time. So I'm gonna almost hate to put the mower in first. You know, I'll be honest, we really don't need the mower or the tractor right now. So I'm just going to leave that on it. I'm just going to park it over here and out of the way. Doing good, just had lunch. What'd you have for lunch? You know I'm going to ask. I am live on YouTube. And on Monday I'll be back at the other place. Oh, now on here, a pallet of that seed corn right there is $5,000. I don't know if I can actually. $5,000 for a pallet of seed corn. Yeah, I told everybody that comes in, we are not allowed at all to break a bag of seed corn. Cup of soup and toast. You want me to be honest? That what sounds even better is tomato soup and grilled cheese. I love my tomato soup and grilled cheese. So here we go, back to the woods. Did I honestly do not remember. And I know if I hit my button, I think we're totally done. From the lane north, we're totally done with fertilizer. All we've got is clear back there in the very back. And I'm going to guess I ain't got enough. I probably ain't got enough fertilizer here to do it, but I'm going to take the best guess I can and not have a bunch left over. Had that for supper last night. That's actually one of me and Mama's, one of our go-tos. It's just so easy to throw together. And what I do is I dip my grilled cheese into tomato soup. You know, we generally do 2 sandwiches, and each one's cut in half, and then I'll dip my them two sandwiches in it. By the time I get done, there ain't a whole lot of tomato soup left over. Having homemade pizza for supper. Believe it or not, we had pizza tonight, but our pizza just come from a local place here that about the only reason we go there is it's not bad, but it's not great, but they deliver. You know, that's the reason we go there. I'll tell you, if I had my choice, Schwoke's would be probably where I was at more often than anywhere else. I do have one other place that's not bad. But it's a whole different thing. It's a really, really thin crust. It's one of them things that I don't know, you get started and heck, you could probably eat. Me and Mama get a 16 when we go down there. Come on, baby, let's get some speed going. We learned last night that this will run faster than what you think it will. But no, we go down there and get a 16-inch, and I'll be honest, we split that 16-inch. Holy God, we can't run this fast. I won't be able to control it. I'm perfectly happy right here. I love chicken nuggets. Now I like chicken nuggets, but to be honest, I like chicken wings or legs. Get them rolled in a sauce of your choosing, and I love that. You know, it took me probably another hour longer than it should have, simply because I didn't know that I could get this to go faster.
What speed did you do it all? 6?
Like 5-6 mile an hour. Which, in all honesty, I thought I was going to come back here and do it 5 or 6 mile an hour again tonight. I'm going to move this out one more time. I'm interested to see how many bales this right here added. Oz, I'll impress you more when I say that we don't have auto load trailers and we don't super strength the bales. We come back with the bale forks and we load every one of them the right way. You haven't seen me do. Now, when I started, I did. I looked like a monkey screwing a basketball. But once I got going, in all honesty, I didn't do too bad. I didn't do too bad at all. Now, to do 2 bales at a time, you got to put the weight on the back of this tractor. Because if you don't, it gets sketchy's not even the proper term for what happens. And I also learned that you could put all the weight you want in the back of this, and if you try to take 4 of them off that trailer at the same time, yeah, that's pretty bad too.
Yeah, that doesn't work very well.
Nope, I found out the hard way. I know I saw 2 spots here, and this is something I just got to get used to. You know, like right there, well, I missed quite a bit right there. So you can guarantee I'm going to try to go back and get that. But you know, when I miss just a little spot, I gotta leave the OCD alone. And I do want to get that right there. That's a decent chunk. Nice, 400. Don't save us time. Well, I want to. I'm Oz. The whole idea of this is I kind of want to go out of that comfort zone. I want to go out of what I'm used to and everything that makes the game so easy. I wanted a challenge above and beyond just an economical challenge. You know, we've had a couple of economical challenges, and they were fun. You know, they were a lot of fun. But you know, let's go a step further. You know, let's pull us 100% out of our comfort zone. And I'll be honest, this map's doing it. Schwoke still says, nope, I'm not going in. I'm not feeding animals. I'm not doing it. And I'm going to be honest, I think as we get in here and we're having fun and Schwoke sees how much fun he's coming, I'll come in, but I'm not feeding animals. I'm not feeding them damn things. I think Schwoke will end up in here. What do you think, Smartwood?
I think so. He just won't feed the animals.
Which, the animals, my gosh, even with 90 of them, they're not eating. They're not eating much at all.
Yeah, we'll make it work.
You know, the whole straw. I've never been the straw guy. I mean, that's a given. But what I've been doing on here, I've enjoyed. And I think part of the reason I've enjoyed it is just because it is different. It is something new.
Yeah, it's always nice to get a little change.
Well, when we did what did I call it? Not Rough Time Acres. Rough Time Acres was, we all had our own. Old school farming is what I called it, with all the Alice's. And yeah. I said no grain bin. And Schwoke just absolutely like, are you nuts? There's no way you're going to do this. I didn't mean to go in reverse there. He said, there's no way you're going to do this. I picked up so I don't have a mess right here. But as we got going on that, Hey, that map's been fun. That's been a lot of fun. I think with the way I look at it, when we got the 4-wheel drive and the bigger cultivator, I think it quit becoming as much of a challenge for me at that point, because it's like, you know what, we got this whipped, 100% whipped.
That happens with me quite a bit.
Yep.
Once we get that big.
You know, this in here, I think it's going to prevent us. I don't know until we actually spray for weeds, get into a harvest, and truly know what we're going to get into. You know, this could be something that in 5 years the entire loan's paid back, and in year 6 we're already taking out another loan for another farm. This also could be that in year 8 we've got about half the loan paid off. I don't know. Kind of intriguing of what'll happen.
Well, the prices are quite a bit lower than we're used to.
Oh yeah, yeah. When I come in and I'm like, wow, beans aren't $40. On one hand, I rejoiced because I've never seen $40 bushel beans in my life. You know, that doesn't happen unless you're playing Farm Sim. What the world happened? Reverse pedal on my pedal stuck. I don't know if there's a spring in there that I can do something with, or because that's starting to happen more often. Oh, I should have put it down right there. Yeah, I wonder. I thought it was funny as all get out when Damos popped in here the other day and he's like, what?
Yeah, that was funny.
I tried to get you to mow for years and you wouldn't mow. Absolutely, positively not. I think this is good here, don't you?
I think so. Except for those spots you missed there.
Nope, don't. Stop. I'll get him with the baler. That's what RG told me to do. Get him with the baler. You cut so much grass that you started to like grass? So I did that on my 10,000 cow game. I need a break from all that. No. Trust me, I understand. And I had somebody ask me, so you're going to make this a 10,000 cow challenge? Nope, not at all. You know, if you want to make a big challenge for me, you guys got to understand, 100 sheep challenge is a big challenge for me. Here's our other field. This could be interesting. I didn't think I got that close to any trees. Apparently I was wrong. You know what's bad is at some point we're going to get a bigger rake. The baler fits our age. I really do not want to roll a tractor here. You guys will make so daggone much fun of me. See, something else we don't know. I mean, I want to make sure that we got plenty for the animals, but with what they're eating right now, we've already got enough up there for probably a year and a half. So we can start running some of these to town and selling them. You know, that's one thing that what I was told was just the wool from the sheep very well could make the loan payment every month. So we'd never be going in debt by any means. But I don't think it'll make that big of a payment. Wow, this is a serious hill right here. Did they finally come in and give Schwoke his pain meds?
I think so, yeah.
Okay. I was enjoying messing around and playing around there last night, but I was hoping I wasn't going to get him laughing, or any of us get him laughing and have that start hurting.
No, I think he did all right.
I think he did too. I gotta quit doing this or I'm gonna end up dizzy. I remember running the rake. See, that most of the time that was my grandma's job. She ran the rake. I did run it a couple times. I do not remember how fast we ran the rake. I honestly do not remember. You know, our rake wasn't, you know, this is a 6-reel rake, and we didn't have, oh lordy, we didn't have something like that. Ours had basically 2 reels on each end, and then it had bars that connected in between them reels, and that's what you know, they were at an angle, so they were always going up and down, up and down, up and down, and flipping, you know, everything up and into a row. The little John Deere we had, and I'm going to say it was probably 1/3 to 1/2 as wide as this one right here is.
Yeah, there's a farm I drive by every day going to work, coming home,
Mm-hmm.
and they're hay fields. They have a rake. I don't think it's much more than 4 or 6 reels on it, and they never go very fast. Looks like they're doing less than 10, 5 to 10 probably.
See, and I keep thinking we were right at 10, but I could be wrong. Like I said, that was always Grandma's job. She'd get out. We had an old 2640, and we put that rake on it. And Uncle Doug was normally in the bale tractor was either the 4440 or the 4240. It just depended on what each one was hooked to. But we had that John Deere kick baler, and generally we'd only pull one wagon behind it and fill it. But we had the ability with that that we could get a second wagon behind it if we needed to, and it would kick bales clear back to that second wagon. Now, generally, if you went to kick into that second wagon and you were turning, you never hit the wagon. So, you know, you in the field, you're out there, you know, and this ain't these big bales like we're dealing here. You know, these were the little small handheld bales like we always used to run. But we would have to go out in the field, and I'm going to say you'd pick up, I don't know, 6-8 bales on a 40-acre field, bales that just missed, which in all honesty really ain't too bad. But that's all we missed. I'm still trying to get this corner fixed. You know, something we've never considered within management of EOS is if someone does go live on YouTube, the bot don't pick that up. It's YouTube.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Okay.
So I don't feel right going in and saying, you know, hey, I'm going live, because it's not really a practice that we've talked about, but you know, no one else is doing it, and we got other folks that are on YouTube. We do have some folks that will post up when they put a video up or something, and I can see that one, but now, I am half-assed dizzy from this crap.
A lot of circles you're doing.
Speaking of circles, let's do a couple more. I don't know if this field here is going to be bigger than the other one or not. Ooh, look at the draw on that tractor.
It's longer.
What's that?
Seems like it. Like it's longer.
You almost need to run right on the edge of the line you're wanting to put it on. I knew I was going to miss that. It's okay, I missed it on the bottom too. I'm going to go back and get both of them. OCD at its finest, buddy.
Nothing better.
There are folks out there that may not know what OCD is. And they're thinking, oh wow, this guy's got a disease. We're getting them closer. We've about got this end done. Well, so Oz, the problem we got is that bot is a custom made bot, and like here lately we had an issue where the bot was not announcing when someone went live, and CX, for as intelligent as that young man is, he had issues with he had issues with the problem because it's not something that he had ever seen before. And he custom made, that bot runs everything in the entire Discord. But the problem was the other service had changed the way things were listed when someone goes live, and that was the entire problem. When they changed it, the bot was not prepared to operate that way, and Carson had to try to figure out exactly what it was that they did, what they changed, so that he could change it on this side too. And I'll give him credit, he did a good job. It took a little longer than what he wanted it to, but you know, that kid was he just graduated high school, and he had an opportunity to go on vacation down in Florida with family, and he needed a little break. You know, he just went off to college Thursday, which just, it blows me away. I could still remember that young man and playing ball with him and what have you when he was younger, and to see the young man he's turning into is like, you know, really, really cool to me. The heck with it. We're going to miss that a little bit. I have to get it with the baler. If I sit here and keep getting every little bit like that, hell, we'll be here till tomorrow morning.
Well, you know you only got another 15 minutes to the time you're saying you're going to get off.
Well, I truly believe what I'm going to do, Bud, is I'm going I'm going to finish getting everything rigged, get the rig back up to the house, and that's where we're gonna call it. And I also think that.
Could be another hour.
What's that? No,
It
I
could
won't.
be another hour.
No, it won't. All I got's the front part here. Heck, I got half this field whooped already. Look at this. I about got this whooped. Check that. I got this end whooped. Oz says 3 hours. Oz, don't joke. That's been the way it's been all week.
Yeah, it has.
I'm just going to finish this and then that's it. Yeah. We've heard this before. Yeah, all I should have is this little bit of a square up here. And I'm not worried about running it as rows or anything like that. I'm just going to continue to drive circles around it. It ain't that much to do. You know what the way I should do this. Because that field there has been cultivated, it rides nice.
Hell, I'm gonna have to call it a night.
Good deal. I'm gonna, like I said, I think I'm gonna stick to it. I'm gonna get this done, and that's where I'll call it myself, bud.
You have a good one.
You have a good day tomorrow. We'll see you tomorrow night.
Yep.
This may not have been the smartest way to do this. I don't know yet. Kind of tearing up the outside row pretty bad. I got a tree right there I got to contend with. I think I should have went around the inside circle and got that all set up. I think I'm going to end up having to fix all that. Boy, you can hear this just pulling down so much harder when we're going uphill. I don't know if the hill calling or pulling that tractor down like that. I don't know if that's a thing of the map or a thing of the mod of the tractor, but man, that sounds good. Sounds really good. Hey, Texas Twisted, how are you doing? Welcome in. Sorry, I was kind of drawn in and focused on this. Not the easiest field I've ever ran a rake through. How was your weekend? I got to do this over here, and then we got her whooped. Man, it's almost like the motor's idling when you're coasting down. But when you're going up, she's pulling, and she's pulling hard. Kind of a cardinal sin how I'm going to do this, but I don't know that I really got an easier way. So we got probably 3/4 of the fertilizing done tonight. We've still got a little bit more to go, but I didn't want to do that the whole time I was here, so we jumped in here. This is our first go around on this field here. We pulled 16 big square bales off the other field, but we extended that other field a little bit. We had some room to play. I didn't get as wild as I could have that first time because I wasn't sure how it was all going to work out. But it worked out just fine. So we went ahead and we got this all mowed down and about done raking it. We'll get the rake set back up there. We'll be done with the rake for a bit, so we'll be able to actually put it away. And then we'll have kind of hate to put the mower away yet till the baling's done, because I'd rather have the mower out front, because we'll use that mower again before we use the baler. Here's where it's going to get real freaky, especially when I miss a whole bunch of stuff. Try that one more time, Johnny. So they tell me my clock's behind. It's almost 1 o'clock here. And I said I'd try to have all this done by 1. I think I may actually make it. Could have swore I picked it up there. Apparently I didn't. We're going to give you the cab view. Cab view at about 15 miles an hour going through the woods. That's the short one. Then we got to bounce through this field here, and then we go back through the woods to take the lane, get up to the house. I think this turned out really nice. Excuse me. I'm very proud of how this turned out. Just a nice little trip through the woods. can put the rake back over here. One thing that's going to be weird, we're only going to have one wagon. Our other hay wagon currently has seed corn on it. You see, I got the whole yard mowed here. Made the place look pretty. Get this tossed back in the barn. Now I kind of want that down the best I can get it. What's that say? 40? I'm actually very interested to see. I am going to hit this up here. Where did you get the hay wagon? I was looking for it this morning. Cowboy Mike's, I don't remember where I got that, bud. When you buy it, you can buy it so that it's auto pickup or it is strap. The ones we've got are not auto pickup, they're strap. I want to pick the bales up myself, not just drive by them and watch them go poop on the trailer. I mean, it doesn't take that long to knock that out real quick. I feel like I'm going off to the deep unknown. What's it look like in a cab tractor? I think everything here, as far as the dash of the 1586, it's all analog. The 1086 is a digital dash. So we'll say it's a year newer, just to make me feel better. So now, I have to get this to unfold it. And I think all I'm going to do is run this north part. There ain't a whole lot here. You guys saw when we did it. There's not a whole bunch here, but if we knock it out and get it out of the way. I see there's some grass. Oh no, that ain't grass right there. I got all that. I'm very interested to see. I said I figured we'd put two bales together up here. I'll take that as a win. We are putting a lot of grass through this in a hurry right here. Heck, we're gonna get more. Right there just went bale number 2. I said 2's what I figured we'd get. think bale 3 just dropped off. We got 3 bales already. A little bit I missed right there to my left. And I got the little bit I missed in the corner up here. One, two, three. Heck, there's 5 bales down. I think we're going to leave this down here for the night. I'm not going to run it back to the house when we'll be back out here tomorrow finishing this up. If I remember right, Control Y. I thought Control Y emptied the bales. Hey, you know what? It does. You have to have the baler off to do it, I'm sure. Yep. %. We started with 75 in the baler. There's 1, 2. I don't remember what we did get. There's 2 right here. I'm stuck on a tire. We get 8 bales. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We got 7 bales. Hot darned. Okay, guys, I think that's where I'm gonna call her for the night. I'm gonna go ahead and I will be back around tomorrow. You guys all know that. Same bat time, same bat channel as normal. I could be on here some in the morning. I may not. I may wait till Tuesday. I don't know. There is no schedule right now for this side of things. We're just slowly trying to work and figure it out and see what we're going to do. That being said, we're going to go ahead and hit that button there. Guys, have thank you for hanging out. I do appreciate it. Have an amazing week. As you go out and about, make somebody smile. It could make a huge difference in somebody's life. With that, have a wonderful night. Hope to see you all soon. Renegade Nation, I love you all.